It's week 2 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Derek Carr. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Saints and the Panthers under the lights on Monday night.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight it's the first of 2 here on this Monday night, as it'll be the New Orleans. The first of 2 on this Monday night, the Saints and Panthers underway from Charlotte. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
And his first look is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Carr will try it again on second down. There's Chris Olave. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 9 yards that time. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From midfield, here's Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. A good pickup there at 22. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles, really put it on those receivers.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert. Don't jump early and give them free yardage.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. And the slot man goes in motion left. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Holding offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Carr again. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. Here we go with Kamara. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. Well, they miss an opportunity to put some points on the board on the opening drive. They pass on the field goal. What'd you think?
I'm looking at it from a positive standpoint for them. First drive of the game, they set the tone, right? They go downfield. They let them know how aggressive they're going to be all game long. Even though they don't get it, because it's the first drive of the game, you're not that worried about it. Hey, we got plenty of other opportunities as this game moves on.
First down, Young. It's caught, Smith. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Young. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They start the drive on the ground, Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 12 carries, 55 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Here's Carr. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Carr completes it. 10 more there and another first down.
His college teammate Garrett Wilson of the Jets won the award, but Chris Olave was very much in contention for Rookie of the Year honors as well. The only other rookie over 1,000 yards last season, he really looked worthy of that number 11 overall pick and a nice first down catch right there.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Carr to throw again. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
To throw his Carr. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Corner blitz that time by J.C. Horn, and he got home and dropped it.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Young to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara.
And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Now Carr. He's got Smith here. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Saints first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Carr slow complete there to Thomas.
Touchdown! Michael Thomas. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. To throw, Young.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Young.
Connecting here with Chark on the out route. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
He's across midfield.
And finally brought down at the 43. They'll throw again. Young.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Now here's Young. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Panthers.
Tommy Trimble.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
On play action, now Carr. And he'll just get rid of it.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. 1st and 10, Young. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Damian Harris, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Brock Purdy, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Jalen Hurts, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw, Young. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Young on 3rd down. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Carr. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
Offenses have to continue to try and come up with ways to block this man. Otherwise, those types of plays happen. This is why the Panthers rebuffed trade offers for Burns all offseason, knowing he's a franchise cornerstone. Career high 12.5 sacks last year. 38 in his first 4 seasons, and he added another one right there.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Second down, back to Sanders. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. That throw by Young incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Carr going to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Derek Brown. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Carr. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
So nothing doing there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throwing, Young.
Open man is Mingo, complete.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here is Young. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
And now, how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds, and that, of course, is a penalty. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From midfield, here's Carr. Over the middle to Smith. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on ESPN. And we're back now in Charlotte. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. He completes it to Olave. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You knew I was going to be excited about that, right? How well did he play that fade? Got his body close to the receiver, stayed right there with him, essentially belt to belt, able to see the ball and go up and make the play.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And they'll be looking to correct course here. They had the safety turned in against them last time they had the ball. That was followed by the field goal. So they'll operate from behind now as they start 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 8.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Young on first down. This is Smith to the ground. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They run with a 3rd-year man, Chuba Hubbard.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Young to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Here we go, 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So time for Carr and the Saints. Down by a field goal. 1:52 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Carr. He's got Johnson.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Carr to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Now Carr. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's what he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 53 yards. And the Saints use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. KaVontae Turpin now to return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now it's the Panthers' turn, trailing by 4, 70 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Young. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Young to throw. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now Young. He completes this one to Mingo. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. That one complete down the field to Smith. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Young. And this one too low.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Boy, so that one, Charles, is a crusher. Take away the touchdown.
Yeah, and that's where defenders, Brandon, really use the sideline to their advantage, because if you can influence the receiver to step out of bounds, you know he can't be the first to touch it when he re-enters the field of play, and that's going to cost him 6 points.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for the Saints, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be on the road next week as they...
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum fubu on the Southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my